A crowd of 60,000 turning out at the Silverdome at Pontiac, Michigan for the New England Patriots and the Detroit Lions. The Lions of Barry Sanders, who ran for 194 yards this past Monday night as Detroit pulled off the stunning overtime win in Dallas, while the Patriots come off another sparkling effort by quarterback Drew Bledsoe as they beat Cincinnati for their first win of the season. Hi, everybody. A very pivotal game. Fonts a little bit concerned about a letdown coming off the win in Dallas on Monday, and Parcells just looking to build off that first victory.
Isn't it ironic, to the team with the Detroit with the best running back in all of football, they want to throw it, and New England with the best passing game, they want to run it. Go figure.
Yes, the ironies of the National Football League. So the New England Patriots, following that opening kickoff, with an offensive line of Armstrong, Cratch, Giesler for the usual starting center, Mike Arthur, Skeen, and Harlow. Drew Bledsoe off to a sensational start. Marion Butts, Kevin Turner, the running backs. And when they go to the three wideouts, Crittenden comes out as the extra wide receiver. Ben Coates off to a terrific start. The handoff is to Butts. Ben Coates coming in leading the AFC with 25 receptions, the major target for Drew Bledsoe. A look at the Detroit front seven. Porcher playing despite ankle problems. Owens for the injured Mark Spindler, and Pritchett up front. Outstanding group of linebackers sparked by Chris Spielman, who had 17 tackles on Monday night against Dallas. In the secondary, McNeil, Massey, Clay, and Blade. And Butts turned back by number 56, Pat Swelling, who came up with a strong game against the Cowboys after so-so performances the first two games of the season.
And Pat Swelling comes up with a great play because they're trying to toss to the outside, and there's nobody out there to block it. So you're tossing right into a linebacker that's coming upfield. Excellent play.
Well, Leroy Thompson has checked into the New England backfield. Bill Parcells telling us that he will use quite a bit of Thompson and Sam Gash. He wants to rest Butts and Turner. Third down and 9. And Bledsoe off the mark. The pass intended for the tight end Coates, covered by the strong safety Willie Clay.
Willie Clay is, I'm telling you, so Willie Clay was holding his jersey from behind. Bledsoe goes down. All right, Willie Clay, number 32. Watch his hand on the back of Coates. He's got him by the jersey, and they don't call it.
So the Patriots will punt. And Pat O'Neill, the rookie from Syracuse, punting to Mel Gray, one of the best of all time in this department. Gray to the 20. And he's hit down. Excellent coverage. It was knocked loose. Patriots say they have recovered, but the ruling is that Gray was down. Bill Parcells looking for better play from his special teams unit and did get an aggressive cover on that punt. It's a 57-yarder booted by O'Neill.
Look at Gray, and if Gray can get up the middle, he may be able to break this, but when he goes back, now take a look. The ground cannot cause a fumble. He hits, the ball is down. It's an excellent call by the official.
So the Detroit Lions to the offense for the first time, starting at the 17-yard line. Lions at 2-1. Overtime wins over Atlanta and Dallas. They lost in Minnesota by the score of 10-3. Scott Mitchell is the quarterback. And he goes to Sanders. And Sanders picked up 2. Stopped by the outside linebacker, Chris Slade. Wayne Fonts refers to his offensive line as not big, but they are thick. A look at that at that offensive line. Wayne always has a way with words. Mitchell, the quarterback. Barry Sanders coming off the 194-yard performance against the Cowboys. You see the receivers. Ron Hall was a question mark because of a foot injury, but he's in there. Ty Halleck, a backup tight end, will serve as the blocking back upon occasion. Second down play, a penalty marker is thrown. Sanders wrestled down at the marker by the right corner, Maurice Hurst. Referee is Johnny Greer, and we have our first flag of the day.
We have a flag, and it's offside against New England. This is a first down. I'll tell you what, Sanders, when he catches the ball and he starts to dance, when he decided that after he caught the ball, it's time to move upfield, Vincent Brown and Maurice Hurst were there. He still picked up 3 yards more and got the first down.
Defense, lining up in the neutral zone. It's declined. First down.
It is a first down for the Lions. A look at the Patriot defense that has had enormous problems. Pitts, Goad, and Jones up front. The linebacking situation, Todd Collins reclaiming his starting job back from the sprained left knee. Rod Smith now starting for Ricky Reynolds. And Barry Sanders, gang tackle. Mike Pitts, number 93, leading the assault.
The one thing about Barry Sanders that you must do with him is force him to go to the outside, to get outside, and then keep your linebackers at home. You will see in this game New England trying not to get themselves committed inside or upfield. Just wait on him. Wait till he makes his move.
Second down and 9. And Mitchell off the roll, being chased. Mitchell throwing on the run. The pass intended for Brett Perriman, and a flag is thrown at the line of scrimmage. Perriman was covered by Maurice Hurst.
Legal man downfield. But Perriman did the right thing. When he saw Mitchell in trouble, he went the other way. He's heading downfield. He saw Mitchell was open to either run or throw the ball. He elected to throw, and Perriman was going downfield.
Perriman, the Lions' top speed receiver, and does a good job after the catch. Monday night he had 5 receptions, 66 yards.
Ineligible man downfield, number 67, offense. Still second down.
That's the right guard, product of Boston College, Doug Wydell, called on that penalty.
All right, watch Perriman with Hurst now. See, he's going to see Mitchell in trouble. Hurst got him by the jersey. That's holding. We've seen that twice so far, one on Coates and now one on Perriman, but he breaks it upfield. I don't understand why they took the penalty. It's only a 5-yard penalty, and it would have been third down and about 8.
Instead, second down, 14 from the 25. Just underway at the Silverdome in Pontiac. Off the delay, Sanders. The strong safety, Harlan Barnett, made the stop. It goes for 13. He's just short of the first down.
Marv, watch it. What I want you to see here is can you hold it for a second? Right here, hold it. When you see him here, watch. He sees this hole. As soon as he sees it, now watch how fast he gets to it. Now he's already gone. He reads the hole, and once he sees it, he makes that move. And everybody that says that they've watched him, Marv, said when he takes one step, he's at full speed.
Scott Mitchell was telling us about what it's like to hand the ball to Sanders. He said it was a weird experience in preseason the first time he gave him the ball. Said Sanders' eyes were everywhere. He could not figure it out. Here's the handoff.
They didn't make it.
This time Derek Moore got the call. Rod Smith tripped him up.
You know, the reason that is so unique is when you were talking about Barry Sanders and looking around, because most backs will look at the ball to make sure they have the ball. And Mitchell said, my job is to get it to him. Just get the ball in his gut, because he isn't paying attention to me. He's already trying to figure out where he's going. He sees the entire field. I don't think they made it.
Derek Moore out of Northeast State, Oklahoma, in his 3rd NFL season, carried the ball for the first time. And he was short of the first down. It brings up a 3rd and about a half yard.
You know, sometimes you wonder, but you know, when you got a guy like Barry Sanders, they're going to go for it. Whether they're going to try to draw New England offside or not. But you're looking at, first of all, statistically, the way it's set up so far in the National Football League, the worst defense in the National Football League, and that's the Patriots.
Correction, it is a 4th and about a half yard. So they are going for the first down. And it's Mitchell.
And I'll tell you, I still don't think he made it. Here's a guy 6'6", going right off the right guard and the center.
Looked like Vincent Brown did a nice job getting there to stuff Mitchell. Vincent Brown, the inside linebacker.
He didn't make it. You're about half the length of the ball from making his first down. He don't make it. No, sir.
So Wayne Fonts with the decision that backfires. And remember that the Lions do have Greg Montgomery, who leads the NFL in punting average and also in terms of putting punts inside the 20. But he decided to go on 4th and about a half yard.
And Bahr, there's your goat, the goat thing. If you make it, boy, you're a hero. I mean, what a gutsy call, Coach. And now, if they lose the game, what kind of call was that in the first quarter of the ball game? 5 minutes into the ball game, you're going for it in your own territory on 4th down.
Patriots take over at the Detroit 38-yard line. Butts the lone deep back. Marion Butts. They smother him. Spielman leading the way. Marion Butts acquired from the San Diego Chargers after 5 years with the Chargers. He was San Diego's all-time leading rusher behind fellow you played with, Paul Lowe. Marion Butts nagged by injuries the past couple of years, slowed by a preseason knee surgery, and really hasn't been able to get going to this point.
And the one thing about when you talk to them, they can't explain why they can't run the ball.
2nd down and 7. Bledsoe goes to the short route intended for Turner.
He could have handed it to Turner. He really could have handed it to Turner. And one of the things about running the ball, remember, this team has been behind in their high-scoring games, so they have to throw. But here it comes out. Now take a look. Bledsoe gets out. Look at Turner. He's wide open. All you got to do is hand it to him. Then he throws the ball high and wide.
We asked Drew Bledsoe last night what's the biggest difference for him this season, and he said not only has the game slowed down for him, but he feels he's improved on throwing those short, flat routes, which he just tried to attempt.
Maybe he should have said that last night.
3rd and 7. Now Bledsoe up the middle and has the first down. Michael Timpson, who had a career-high 10 catches last week against Cincinnati, was stopped by Harry Colin, a backup defensive back. That's good for 13 and a first down.
Well, you know what a great tight end does for your team? It ends up giving you one-on-one coverage on your outside guys. They're so concerned with Coates. Look at the middle is wide open, and when Timpson comes in there, all there is left is a safety. So this is what that tight end Ben Coates gives you.
First down at the 22-yard line. Like to welcome those of you who have been watching Cleveland and Indianapolis as Leroy Thompson was forced to the outside. The Cleveland Browns defeating the Indianapolis Colts 21-14. Marv Albert with Paul McGuire from the Silverdome in Pontiac. 8 minutes and 45 seconds to go. First quarter. New England and Detroit are scoreless. Detroit took a chance. They went for it. 4th and about a half yard in their own territory. Failed to come up with a first down. New England has taken over, and they are driving now. 2nd and 5 at the Lions. 17 off the delay. Thompson could not make the turn. Stopped by Pat Swilling, the outside linebacker.
That's the 2nd time I've seen him go to the outside to where Swilling is, and nobody's blocked Swilling yet. I mean, if you're going to go somewhere, don't go where he. If you're going to go that way, then block someone. Take a look at when you run the ball here, and Pat Swilling is coming to the left of your screen. Here he is. The back goes out to block him, doesn't even make a move on him, doesn't even slow him down, and Swilling makes the stop.
Brisby to the left, Timpson right for his 3rd down play. Quick release, and the big tight end, Ben Coates, battles his way for a first down inside the 10. The free safety, Benny Blades, on the stop. That's a 10-yard hookup between Bledsoe and Coates.
Takes a little while to get him down, doesn't it? All right, here comes Coates. He just slips to the inside, and he's wide open. There's nobody on him. You've got to put at least one person on this guy. I said they were double covered. Nobody seems to get there in a hurry. Benny Blades was the first guy there, but he was late. First down.
1st and goal at the 8. Here's Butts. powers his way to the 5, met by the left defensive end, Robert Porcher, along with the inside linebacker, Mike Johnson. So Bill Parcells trying to get it going on the ground, as he told us he would attempt in our chat with him last night, and he has been mixing it up pretty successfully here in the first quarter.
Yeah, but everything they've gotten on first downs, Marv, comes from throwing the football, and this is where they're at their best. They have to throw the ball.
Second and goal, and Thompson is stopped. Stopped by Benny Blades. Right here, let's check in. Well, we were going to check in with Greg Gumbel. We'll hold on that update.
Boy, Benny Blades makes a great play on Leroy Thompson. It looked like Leroy Thompson had the hole going into the end zone, and Benny Blades hits number 36. It's 36 on 36. Watch this hit. Come up the middle here. He looks like the opening is there, and here comes Blades. Man, he makes a great hit.
Third and goal at the 2. Remember that Detroit goal line stand against Dallas on Monday night. Nice play action, and the pass is caught for a touchdown. No, it was knocked away. Willie Clay got a piece of it. Pass intended for Leroy Thompson.
You're talking about a dangerous play. Clay, watch this. He gets his arm in. He goes for the ball. He misses it with his left hand and reaches back and strips the ball with his right hand.
And now Matt Bahr will attempt a field goal from 20. So Matt Bahr is now 5 for 5 this season. And the Patriots take a 3-0 lead with 5:52 remaining in the first. Now we're set to check in with Greg Gumbel.
All right, Marvin, in Los Angeles, the Chargers have been the team with the big plays this year. A 99-yard touchdown pass, 99-yard interception return for a touchdown. And here, Darian Gordon in the first quarter against the Raiders takes a punt return, 90 yards with the extra point. The Chargers, looking to remain the only unbeaten team in the AFC, lead the Raiders 7-0. Marvin Paul, back to you at the Silverdome.
All right, Greg, Matt Bahr with a 20-yard field goal. Matt Bahr has been perfect for New England since joining the club last December. He is now 10 for 10 since rejoining Bill Parcells. Bill Parcells had him as a member of the Giants for several years.
Parcells isn't happy. You get the ball inside the 40, and you're moving the ball. You get it down inside the 5, and you can't score. You come out with 3 points. He's happy the fact that they did get 3 points, but you're looking at 7.
Mel Gray and Derek Moore are back deep. 31 is Moore. Gray number 23 as Pat O'Neill gets set to kick it off.
It's out of here.
Oh, O'Neill booming it out of the end zone. Mel Gray just let it sail over his head. That's why this man was a 5th-round draft pick, Pat O'Neill out of Syracuse, who also is available for long field goals. We're talking high 50-yard range.
The way he kicked that ball, he almost kicked it out of the building.
The Lions will start out from their 20. The Patriots 3 and the Lions nothing. Detroit coming off the overtime victory in a terrific game at Dallas on Monday night. Game that provided the Lions with a major dose of respect. They come in with a record of 2-1. Off the play action, Mitchell almost intercepted. Myron Guyton, the free safety, had a shot at it. The pass intended for Herman Mole.
Well, I don't know, because Perriman, number 80, is downfield. Marvin, he's not even paying attention to the ball. He stops. Take a look on the left-hand side, over in this area here, but we'll get to it when it comes out. Now, here comes Perriman. Stop it for a second. Here's Perriman right here. Now, here's Moore. Look where the ball's coming. Perriman just stops. Watch this. He just stops and doesn't even go for the ball.
Now Moore to the right, Perriman left. Second down and 10. Sanders picked up. Picked up about 3. Hurst and Slade were right there.
I asked Wayne Fonts the other day, I said, you know, you really don't throw the ball that much to Barry Sanders. They've already thrown it to him 3 times in this ballgame. Like, you know, but that isn't where they want to go. They want to go downfield with this ball. And, you know, we talked about at the beginning of the show. And think about it. You got the best runner in all of football, Barry Sanders. And this team really can't throw the ball. And I'm going to get into this in a little bit because it really boggles my mind.
Third down play on the draw, Sanders, and he stopped short of a first down. Detroit also going against the team with the worst defense in the National Football League.
You know, and Marv, every time we talk to a coach, if you talk to any coach around the National Football League, and they'll always tell you, in order to get the passing game going, you have to be able to run the ball. Okay, now you got the best runner. This guy gained 193 yards, and they still can't pass. Their quarterback at a 46% throwing accuracy, and they just can't throw the football. And then on the other hand, you got a team like New England with the best passing game, and they can't run the ball.
Here's Greg Montgomery, best punter in the NFL. One-time Houston Oiler out of Michigan State. Punting to Crittenden. Out to the 35. Try to break a tackle, but hauled down at the 37-yard line. A 45-yard punt and a 7-yard return. Scott Gostowski made the tackle. So the Patriots back to the offense. Patriots will start out from their 37-yard line.
You know, Marvin, talking to both of the coaches the last couple of days, and they said, you know, you're looking at a shootout, and Parcells says, I hope not. I don't want us to get into another one.
Bledsoe on first down has Turner. Kevin Turner at the 41, hit by Benny Blades. Kevin Turner in his 3rd year out of Alabama. He has been a major weapon as a pass receiver out of the backfield, as he was at Alabama. Bill Parcells saying that he would like to establish a combination similar to the Keith Jackson, Keith Byers unit that Philly had and now Miami has with Turner and Coates.
Everybody would like to have that combination.
Off the 2nd and 5, Turner.
He's got the first down.
Stopped by Thomas and McNeil, and it is a first down for the New England Patriots. New England offense skyrocketing. You look back to 1991, they averaged 13 points a game. 92, 12.8, just under 15 and 93. Remember, last year they were at one point 1-11, and they finished at 5 up and 11 down. And it's been a very explosive offense for Bill Parcells. Marion Butt stopped back behind the line. Mike Johnson on the stop. Bill Parcells facing the questions this week about how unusual it is for his philosophical style to have a guy like Bledsoe firing away every game. He said, you know, I'm not exactly Woody Hayes Jr. And he pointed to statistics of Phil Simms, who had about 3 years of some very impressive numbers that he feels people forgot about. But you still have to say he's been on the conservative side.
He really has been. I mean, you know, he's looking at his football team and he's trying to put his finger on some things that he can't right now.
2nd down, 14. Nice rush. Bledsoe got it away for Thompson. Leroy Thompson running for the first down, and a flag has been thrown. Spielman and Clay able to get Thompson down on the open field. He ran for 15.
There's a flag back about the 50-yard line, and the Patriots are walking back, so it looks like holding. Yeah, against the Patriots. A beautiful screen. It was set up perfectly, and then you get a hold by one of the linemen going downfield. You know, one thing about Parcells, though, Marvin, you work with
Holding,
him.
67, offense, still 2nd down.
That's the center, Mike Giesler.
You know, you work with Parcells. If you ask him a question, I'm telling you right now, folks, you better be prepared for the answer, because you're going to get it. he is amazing. I love talking to him because he's so honest with everybody.
He told us, though, he would have preferred that you had been out of the room at the time we chatted.
Well, I figured that, but I stayed anyway.
It's a 2nd down and 20 at the 38. And a timeout called by Bledsoe. We are down to 1:47 remaining in this opening quarter. Well, Paul, as you know, the NFL's got plenty of cool customers, but none cooler than the Iceman, who was found frozen after 1,000 years. Is he a hoax or the missing link? You can find out on Unsolved Mysteries. That's tonight, beginning at 7 Eastern Time, 6 Central, right here on NBC.
You know, Marvin, we watched this young man go over and talk to Parcells. He said to Drew Bledsoe last night, has it changed any? You know, last year he'd go over and kind of be a tiptoe. He'd get over there late so he wouldn't have to stay there very long. So he'd on a timeout. He said, well, he's mellowed a little bit, but now I understand him. And again, you know, you mentioned something that this young man said, Bledsoe, when he said the game has slowed down for him. What he meant by that is, you know, guys are moving all over the place when you first come in. When you're playing in college, you may see one guy or two guys all year long in a secondary that are in pro caliber. Out here, every single one of these guys are fantastic, and that's what he means. This game has slowed down. He now can read the defenses.
Well, Drew Bledsoe leading the NFL in passing yardage the first 3 games. Look out. That's Broderick Thomas ending up in the Patriot backfield.
Well, Kevin Pritchett moved first, and then Broderick Thomas just said, hey, the offense moved, so I'm going. But actually, the defensive man moved.
Encroachment, 51 defense, unabated to the quarterback. Still 2nd down.
The offensive line stayed intact. His own man, Pritchett, is the guy that's going to move. And he's the guy, see him move first, and then Thomas just comes around. Nobody moves. And they're going to blow the whistle because they don't want any lineman, linebacker, or defensive back hitting a quarterback without being touched.
It's a 2nd down and 15 at the 43-yard line. And Bledsoe, it's broken up. The pass intended for Timpson. And we'd like to welcome those of you who watched that incredible shootout. Minnesota beating Miami 38-35. Miami coming from way back, but fell short. The Vikings with a 38-35 victory. The Patriots over Detroit 3-0 here at the Silverdome in Pontiac as this first quarter winds down. And New England now with a 3rd down and 15.
Now Miami knows what it's like to score 35 points and lose a ball game, like they did in New England.
Bledsoe, and flags are thrown. Play has been waved off. Bledsoe able to get it to Thompson.
67 offense prior to the snap.
Again, it's called on the center, Mike Giesler.
Now that is really straight. Either jerking the ball. Look at him. He's looking. What did I do?
Mike Giesler in the starting lineup today for the usual starter, Mike Arthur, who's banged up a bit. Mike Giesler, 2nd-year player out of Houston. His college teammates included Andre Ware, former Detroit Lion, and Cincinnati quarterback David Klingler. 3rd and 20. Again, penalty markers are thrown. Coates is hit down, but a flag is tossed. Massey and Clay combined to make that stop.
This play never happened, Marv. And that's, I'll tell you, Broderick Thomas.
Ball start.
It's going to be an official.
77 offense prior to the snap.
That's Harlow. But Broderick Thomas, he does all the motion. He has the motions in his arms. If he had a flag, he would have thrown it. Pat Harlow, you'll see number 77. Watch him move. He's right there, right at the bottom. You see him move? That little movement he had there is before the ball is snapped, and they called it.
Giesler the center, Skeen and Cratch the guards, Armstrong and Harlow the tackles. 3rd down and 25. Short hookup with Thompson, and he could not make that much out of it. Gets up to the 42, met by Johnson and Clay, picked up 9, and the punting unit will check in for the Patriots. Pat O'Neill, who's averaging 36.5, got off that 57-yarder earlier in the quarter, and he is waiting for the snap back at his 27. Mel Gray is back. Another beauty. Gray inside his 5. And Gray taken down at the 14-yard line by Terry Ray. A 53-yard punt and a 9-yard return with 51 seconds remaining in the quarter.
They got a legal man downfield again before the kick, and it looks like they're going to, I would make him kick again, especially when you have a guy like Gray. They really don't have good field position here. Make him kick it again. Reason being, they don't have good field position. And another thing, that punt team is tired.
Of the kicking team, illegally downfield, will penalize 5 yards and re-kick.
Steve Diassi, the center. Now this is Bledsoe after he went off the field. He's talking to Parcells. See, Bledsoe just threw a little dump-off pass, and Parcells, look, you got third and about 25. Don't make a mistake here. Take that little, pick up some yardage. If he breaks it, maybe able to make the first down. If not, let's punt the ball away and get them down in their territory.
And O'Neill will punt again. Patriots with a 3-0 lead on a 20-yard field goal by Matt Bahr. And Gray calls for the fair catch out of the 22, but another penalty marker is down. It has been a penalty-filled first quarter.
Legal man, make him punt it again. You got to make him do it again because the punt team's tired, and you have, but most importantly, you have Mel Gray.
So the 41-yard punt is obliterated.
Of the kicking team, illegally downfield, will penalize 5 yards and replay the 4th down.
That's John Burke, number 85, backup tight end.
Bill Parcells, slight reaction. A little more than slight.
He didn't say those kind of things on television. He did dabble in television for a while.
He did when he was with the Giants.
Yes.
And he's doing it again now.
So the hat trick being attempted here by Pat O'Neill. One more time. Let's see. No flags. Gray on the return. Good coverage by the Patriots, not letting Gray accelerate. Corey Kroom with the tackle, a 61-yard punt this time. Well, for the New England Patriots, this is their first visit to the Pontiac Silverdome since 1976. These two clubs did meet last season. Lions beat the Patriots 1916, and the Patriots home opener at Foxborough was an overtime victory. Barry Sanders ran for 148 yards. Drew Bledsoe in his second pro game, 28 of 49 for 239 yards. Now Scott Mitchell starting out at the 20-yard line. That punt by O'Neill officially being recorded as a 62-yarder. Off the play action. Mitchell completes to Moore for the first down. Met by the corner, Rod Smith.
Boy, is this a bright young man. Herman Moore, they talk about this guy after the catch. And Wayne Fox talking about, guys that are up there, Jerry Rice up there, and this guy here, Moore, is going to be a great player for him. He thinks, watch this, passes on target, makes the catch. That's most important. Make the catch.
The only question about Herman Moore seems to be, according to the Detroit coaches, whether he can remain free of injury. Gets banged up from time to time. That's the end of the first quarter. We'll be back. Welcome back to the Silverdome in Pontiac. Second quarter getting underway. First down at the 32-yard line for the Detroit Lions. 3-0 Patriots. Sanders. And to this point, the Patriots have done a nice job against Barry Sanders.
They have. You know, the one thing when you go into a game against Barry Sanders, I think, is you know he's going to get close to 100 yards on you. But you go, okay, that's all right, and that's acceptable. The only thing you don't want is to let somebody else beat you. If you can keep him within 100 yards in that area, that's fine. But don't let a guy like Herman Moore on the outside, Perriman, someone else come in and beat you.
Second down and 4 from the 38. 49 is the tight end, Halleck. Sanders bumped out of bounds short of the first down. You saw Halleck, the tight end, who also operates as a blocking back, and you saw him in motion as Sanders got the ball.
Yeah, but Saab, Dwayne Saab, number 95, makes the play. The Halleck comes out. Here comes Sanders to the outside, but watch who's out there. Here's the linebacker. Don't let him get wide on you. He doesn't. He makes the play. He gets help from Barnett, but Saab is the guy that makes the play.
Wayne Saab in his third year out of New Hampshire. Third down and 2 for Detroit. And that is a first down catch. Rodney Holman stopped by Vincent Brown. And it's good for 8. Rodney Holman, longtime member of the Cincinnati Bengals.
Scott Mitchell, he takes a look. He sees Holman on the linebacker, Vincent Brown. He got the match he wanted, got the first down. You know, one thing about Mitchell, talking to him, aren't you impressed with him? I mean, he really, we talked to him last year after he took over for Marino in Miami. And he was very, very shy, I mean, and not sure of himself. Here, he has all the confidence in the world, Marv.
This is his offense with some help from Barry Sanders, but he knows it's his team as opposed to the situation with Dan Marino, obviously #1 in Miami, and once again a penalty marker is thrown.
Delay offense.
Well, too much time. A delay of game called against the Lions.
He took his offense too long to get the
Yes,
play
he
call.
did.
But, you know, I mean, I like his confidence. I really do. He is so happy. He chose this team because he knew with this team he was going to start right away, and it would be his football team.
Said he now feels there are good feelings about the cohesion of the offense. Said earlier this season, we weren't sure what we wanted to do. Too many formations, too many plays, but they have cut it down. And Mitchell throws deep for Moore, overthrowing. Moore double covered. Rod Smith, Myron Guyton providing the coverage.
Rod Smith did the smart thing. He got in the way so that Herman Moore couldn't get to where he had to be on this play. And all Rod Smith, he'll cut in front of him. Watch what Rod Smith does. He'll cut right in front of Herman Moore. See this? Now that made him slow down. Didn't hit him, just made him slow down. That's all you had to do is get him out of the play.
Second down and 15. Short set by Mitchell off the hand of Moore, who was covered by Smith.
That time that ball hit Moore right in the hands. Smith is there. I mean, it should have made the catch. It wouldn't have been for much. It would have been about 6 or 7 yards. But watch this ball right off his hands. You can't throw it any better than that. And that's lack of concentration. If you take a look at Herman Moore's head, when that ball, as soon as it was getting to his hands, he looked just to his right, knew he was going to get hit. You know, it's true. The coaches say to you, you're going to get hit anyway. You might as well catch the ball.
Mitchell is 4 of 8. Only 34 yards, has a third down, 15. Swift pass handled by Halleck. And he's popped out. Combination of Corwin Brown, Rod Smith making the tackle on Ty Halleck. It's an 11-yard advance and short of the first down. Of the Lions hearing some boos from this crowd. Only 60,000 turning out. Capacity is better than 80. It's really hard to understand the lack of interest coming off a dramatic overtime win against the Cowboys in Dallas on Monday.
Probably the biggest win they'll have all year long. The Dallas Cowboys, Super Bowl champs, and you can't sell out.
Montgomery will punt to Crittenden. Looking to keep it in play, and a fair catch at the 11. It's a 35-yard punt by Greg Montgomery. 3 minutes gone by of the second. A reminder, Wings and Frazier have moved to Tuesday nights here at NBC. Wings at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 Central. Frazier at 9 p.m. Eastern time and 8 Central this Tuesday here on NBC. Marv Albert with Paul McGuire from the Silverdome in Pontiac.
You know, we're looking at a game that not a whole lot of movement in this ball game, and it's like these two teams are trying to feel each other out. Well, they've done that for 1 quarter and about 2 minutes and 55 seconds. Now it's time for the New England Patriots in Bledsoe to air it out.
A look from overhead from the roof of the Silverdome as the Patriots start out at their 11th. And Bledsoe completes to Turner. Turner gets to the 18-yard line, shy of the first down. Benny Blades up to make the stop.
Turner's waiting for a block from Timpson, which he wasn't going to get. You're going to see it out here on the right-hand side. Watch Turner. You see the guy out in the white? That's Timpson. See that block that he didn't get? Can't wait very long on it.
3-0. Patriots with the lead on a 20-yard field goal by Bahr. Gunning for the first down, Turner, but he is stopped short. Chris Spielman, who made that tremendous play in the game on Monday night.
Isn't he a treat? It's like Spielman. You know, he yelled at us. We were supposed to meet with him Friday at 8 o'clock. We got there at a few minutes after 8, and he was waiting saying, I was here at 8. And we were apologizing. Chris, sorry.
Chris Spielman, 3-time Pro Bowl player. He is the heart of the Lions defense. Their defensive MVP a year ago. 3rd and 1, and Bledsoe finds Turner for the first down. And some more. He broke a tackle. Turner gets to midfield. The strong safety, Willie Clay, finally wrestled him down, but it's a 33-yard pickup. A combination of Clay and Massey made the stop.
All right, Marv, the reason this thing works is there's a blitz on, and when you got all these guys blitzing, and then Turner comes out, watch Brisby, 82. Look at this block. He gets a piece, then you get Turner, a tackle missed by Massey, and they're inside the 50-yard line. What a play, but Brisby is a guy that breaks that right at the beginning.
And a first down at the Detroit 48. Play action. Bledsoe going deep. Oh, what a catch, and a penalty flag is thrown. Vincent Brisby with the diving grab. It's good for 43 yards and a 1st and goal for the Patriots.
And there was interference on the defense. But Brisby not only made a great block the play before, now he comes back and makes a sensational catch. You know, Mark, the difference of total concentration on the ball. Now, Bledsoe puts this ball up in the air for Brisby to go get it. But watch the concentration by Brisby. He's got 2 people down there. He's getting bumped, but yet he still is able to grab onto the ball. Massey was there. There was pass interference, but that's just total concentration by the receiver.
Last week, a quiet day in Cincinnati for Brisby, only 3 catches. It's a 1st and goal. Patriots with 76 yards the last 2 plays. Here's Bucks up the middle. And it's a touchdown for Marion Bucks. The Patriots lead 9-0.
Well, we have a team of the Patriots. I said when they got down there, after fooling around for 1 whole quarter trying to run the ball, let's get the ball in the air where you belong. With the best pass offense in all of football, and with Bledsoe. Now you got the defense disorganized. They don't know whether this guy's going to throw the ball or run the ball, but take a look at the blocking up front. And that's what's Turner, number 34, gets a sensational block right at the line of scrimmage, touchdown.
Bahr adding the extra point, but a flag has been thrown. What a surprise. A penalty marker is down.
There have been an awful lot of penalties. on special teams. Holding against the wing. Sure, you put him back and make him kick it again.
New England going 5 plays, 89 yards in 2 minutes and 18 seconds. Capped off by the 5-yard touchdown run by Marion Butts.
Holding, 87, offense. Will penalize 10 yards and re-kick.
Marv, here's the block I was talking about by Kevin Turner, number 34. I mean, he just makes a sensational. Hold on just a second. Here's the guy. Watch this when he comes in here. He's going to block right up in the middle on Owens, number 90. That's a lineman, folks. Outstanding blocking by the front of that offensive line. Skeen, 74.
And the longer attempt is put through by Matt Bahr. New England with a 10-0 lead on Detroit. We'll be right back.
KFC presents the...
And I know that you do agree with the views of Mike Ditka.
Yeah. That's right. I hate prevent defense.
10-0. New England with the lead here on Detroit. And another strong kickoff. And Mel Gray has to stay right there. So when we come back, it'll be Detroit starting out from its 20. For 4 years, the backup to Dan Marino in Miami. When Marino went down in a game last October against the Cleveland Browns, Mitchell came on, taking over, and check this out. His very first pass picked off by Najee Mustafa, who went 98 yards for the touchdown, but Mitchell was able to settle down and played well, and played very well in subbing for the injured Dan Marino. Mitchell's pass knocked down. Todd Collins got a piece of it. Pass intended for Herman Moore. Scott Mitchell, the focus of a very lively free agent recruiting war between 4 teams. He signed with the Lions for a little over $11 million over 3 years. And this, Paul, after only 7 career starts. But he did play very well for Miami. And then he also went down, and Steve DeBerg took over.
Exactly, and he said it really wasn't the money either. He wanted a place that he could play and start and not wait anymore.
Sanders bottled up. And again, you hear the boos from the crowd. Nice job by the combination of Tim Goad and Mike Jones to stop Barry Sanders, who has been very quiet in this first half.
Tim Goad, number 72, Mike Jones, 96, right up in the middle. Mike Jones is the man that makes the play. The thing that Goad does, he just does not allow Glover, the center, to move him, and there was no place for Barry Sanders to run except into that man.
Remember, 2 weeks ago against Minnesota, the Vikings did the job on Sanders. Held him to only 16 yards on 12 carries. Today, 7 carries, only 28 yards. Third down and 10, and Mitchell will throw it. And completes for the first down. Aubrey Matthews stopped by the extra defensive back, Darrell Wren, and it's a 14-yard advance.
Aubrey Matthews, now you're forcing him into almost man-to-man coverage. Barry Sanders, you got to put somebody on him when he comes out of the backfield. But this is a bullet right down the pipe. No chance at making a play on it. First down.
First down at the 34. Matthews with his first catch of the game. Mitchell going sideline, completes to Moore for another Detroit first down. He was covered by Rod Smith, and that is a pickup of 15 yards.
Herman Moore just ran Rod Smith out of the ballpark. He ran him down. It looked like he was going on a fly pattern, a streak, whatever you want to call it. And as soon as he got Rod Smith turned and running, Rod Smith was gone. Moore turns around. It was an easy catch.
Just under 8 minutes remaining. First half, Patriots 10, and the Lions nothing. Detroit first down at midfield. Sanders, this time with a big hole, was closed, and he is stopped at the 48. Collins and Smith combined to get to the cutting, slashing Barry Sanders.
Well, you know, we talked to Vincent Brown. Vincent Brown said one thing about Barry Sanders. If you have a shot at him, go ahead and take it. You cannot break down and try to run with him. If you break down, he's gone. What I mean is sit there and wait on him. So at that time, when Todd Collins saw Barry Sanders coming in the hole, he went directly at him.
Todd Collins back from injury, back into the starting lineup, replacing Marty Moore at the right inside linebacker position. Mitchell completes to the flat to Perriman. And another Detroit first down. Hurst and Guyton on the tackle. That's good for 12.
Well, you're looking at that secondary that is much maligned, and when you take a look at what Mitchell is seeing, once he sees guys on the outside. Now here's Perriman out there on Hurst, one-on-one. A little hitch pattern. Now watch Perriman. Little juke step. There's no place to go now but straight up the field. Pick up the extra 2 or 3 yards.
First down at the New England 35. 83 Matthews comes to the near side. Sanders. Here's the hesitation move. The missed tackle. And Sanders will go all the way. Sanders with his first touchdown of the season. He goes for 35. And the Patriots now lead the Lions 10-6.
See the moves he made? I mean, it's a joy to watch this guy run. If he isn't the best back, I think he's the best halfback that's ever played the game.
Ever played
this game. The only other guy I would thought about would have been Gale Sayers, but I think he still is better than Gale Sayers.
All right, here's Jason Hansen, who won it in overtime on Monday night, putting it through. 6:20 remaining. First half. And it's the Patriots by 3. Well, a brilliant run by Barry Sanders, and suddenly his stats look pretty good. He was struggling. Patriots have been doing a good job, but now 9 carries, 69 yards, and a touchdown for Sanders.
It was boring there for a while, wasn't it?
It was not one of the thrillers until Sanders was able to unleash. And here's Crittenden letting it go. They'll bring it out to the 20-yard line with 6 minutes, 11 seconds remaining in this first half. It's the Patriots 10, the Lions 7. Well, folks, on that last kickoff, yet another penalty marker thrown, offside against Detroit. And Jason Hansen will kick again. That's the 4th penalty called on the Lions. 6 assessed on New England, a total of 10 in this first half, when we still have 6:11 remaining.
Most of these penalties, Marv, are on the special teams. I mean, that ball went in and out of the end zone, and New England would have gotten the ball at the 20-yard line. Now see what happened. And those 3 punts with Gray that time, he lost 5 yards in the exchanges.
Crittenden and Kroom are back. And it's taken by Ray Crittenden. That muff may have helped Crittenden because he had the Detroit special teams frozen.
Okay, here's Barry Sanders. This is our guy right here. Watch what he does. I want you to watch his legs, folks. Look how wide apart they are. That's what the defense is looking at. Okay, hold it right here. Poor Guyton. One-on-one in the secondary, all by yourself. Wrong. It's over. It's touchdown. Then I asked Tim Goad yesterday, I said, how would you like to be one-on-one with him between Barry Sanders and the goal line? No, thank you. No.
And Barry Sanders scores his first touchdown of the season. First down from the 31, and Bledsoe able to connect. Michael Timpson has a first down. He goes for 12. Stopped by Robert Massey. Now take a look at that Sanders run. This is normal speed. Here's Sanders accelerating through the hole, puts the fake on, breaks the tackle, and it is goodbye.
Normal speed?
Normal for television, yes.
That guy is something else. Boy, the most unassuming human being you'll find.
Yes, he handles it all so well, so low-key. Here's Leroy Thompson. Nice moves. Leroy Thompson picking his way. Leroy Thompson acquired in a trade from the Pittsburgh Steelers. He was the Steelers' leading rusher last season. Dan Owens, the nose tackle, came up to make the tackle.
The complete tight end, Ben Coates. The guys are saying around the league, the best in the business. Watch 87 blocking. They're going down. Watch, boom. He gets off of his man and then picks up the linebacker coming in, Mike Johnson.
Second down and 2. And it's Sam Gash driving for the first down. Sam Gash handling the ball for the first time this season. Covered up by Kelvin Pritchett.
Now you got Detroit thinking run, play action pass now, and I guarantee you they're not going to forget about Coates.
And Gash did pick up the first down. Just under 4.5 remaining in this first half. Patriots 10 and the Lions 7. Bledsoe to the flat as Gash, and he was tripped up by Benny Blades. Benny Blades making it back after an injury hit season, bothered by a touch of the flu earlier this week, but said he's all right.
Marv, when you take Coates and you put a linebacker on him, and he's coming off the line of scrimmage over here on this outside, right out here, watch what happens. When you look out in the flat now, you're going to see nobody there but a back. Now he has to make the play from back about 15 yards deep. That's because the linebackers are on Coates.
On 2nd and 4, Thompson short of the first down. Mike Johnson made the stop. Mike Johnson, number 59, signed as a free agent from the Cleveland Browns. He was the Browns' defensive captain, a very valuable addition to the Lions.
All right, here we go, Thompson. And then look at the pursuit here. Down the line, Mike Johnson comes from the inside to the outside. 3rd and short.
Mike Johnson in his 9th season out of Virginia Tech. Second back coming through. Marion Butts tried the left side. The Lions say no. Patriots say yes. Again, Johnson on the tackle. And they're calling for a measurement.
The Lions say no, and the official's foot says yes. They only had to get to the 37-yard line. They are on the 37-yard line. You know, this is still 4-down territory. You're inside the 40. You can't, if you try a field goal they had to get inside the 37. I still think this is 4-down territory. You don't want to kick a field goal, and you don't want to punt the ball away. And this is what that rule has done, where if you kick a field goal, the ball would come back to about approximately the 44, 45-yard line. Why not go for it?
It is 4th and inches with 2:53 to go in the first half. Butts has the first down.
You know what I like about this call? I mean, the play. I like the fact that they went for it, which I think they had to go for it. The other thing is that they didn't get fancy. You take a guy like Butts and just hand the ball straight off to him, going straight into the hole. No juking or diving. Watch this, straight into the hole. Just follow your blocker, Sam Gash, 33, into the hole.
8th play of the drive coming up. Timpson to the right, Brisby left. And it's to the right flat to Gash. Well, Sam Gash done a nice job in coming on for Kevin Turner. Stopped by Benny Blades. Just under 2 minutes to go. First half. NFL Live halftime report. Greg Gumbel and Mike Ditka bringing you all the news and scores and highlights of today's action around the NFL. Just under 2 minutes remaining in this first half. The Patriots with a 3-point lead on the Lions. Bledsoe taking a long look, and that time looking for the tight end. Coates, who has only 1 reception to this point. He was covered by Mike Johnson.
Well, Mike Johnson, when you see Coates go across the middle, watch this. Mike Johnson, as soon as he sees him, he picks him up. That's my man. Coates has him beat. The ball hits him in the hands. He drops the ball. But the linebackers, what I'm looking at here is Chris Spielman lines up on the strength of the offense, which is usually to Coates' side. Number 54. He's over there on that side in the middle. They come across, he picks them up.
Bledsoe is 10 of 15. Leroy Thompson Short of the first down. Broderick Thomas on the tackle. They'll place it down at the 30-yard line. Bringing up 4th and 4.
Detroit finally called a timeout. They let about 15 seconds run off the clock.
And with the timeout, we'll take a break with 1 minute and 26 left of the half. 4th down and 4. Bill Parcells passing on what would be a 47-yard field goal attempt. Bahr's longest this season, 43. And 26 remaining in this first half, and Drew Bledsoe takes a timeout, so New England is down to 1 timeout remaining. So we'll take a break. We'll be right back. Well, the Patriots took a shot at it. Drew Bledsoe trying to draw the Lions offside on this 4th down and 4, and now they'll go for the first down with 1 minute 26 remaining in the first half, and New England leading 10-7.
Bledsoe was over talking to Parcells, and we had a camera on him, and he said as he walked on the field, he said, "Let's do it." Watch the back.
83 Timpson in motion. And Bledsoe completes for the first down and more to Michael Timpson. Chris Spielman on the stop, and it's good for a 14-yard pass play.
When you take the back out of the backfield, Leroy Thompson, it pulled the linebacker, Chris Spielman, out of the middle. When they did that, Timpson came across the middle, and it was wide open. There goes the back to the left. That opens up the middle. Here comes Timpson. First down.
First down at the 17. Bledsoe with a long look. Again to the flat. Gash was able to pull away and gets inside the 10-yard line.
Did you see that throw? He was looking downfield, and he threw the ball out to his right, not even looking over at Gash. It's a great throw.
And it's another New England first down. Bledsoe will stop the clock. New England has 1 timeout remaining with 33 seconds to go in the half.
Bledsoe, I'm telling you, Marv was looking straight down the field to go for 6, and he sees Gash out of the side and just throws the ball out there looking downfield.
Bledsoe 12 of 17, 164 yards thus far in this first half.
Watch this. Now look at him looking downfield. He's going to throw the ball to his right. See him looking downfield? Watch his flip. Bonk. Back to the outside, still looking downfield. Broderick Thomas, no chance. Sam Gash gets the ball to the 7.
Sam Gash has been a major factor in this first half. Bledsoe looking end zone. Bledsoe drills it. It's Coates. Did he have it in for the touchdown? Yes, he did.
He had Massey and Clay both on him. And you want to talk about a gun? When the guys are telling you around the league that Bledsoe has a gun, and he has all the confidence in the world in that gun, he just fired a great shot. Here's Coates between 2 guys. There's Clay holding him. Massey is there also. Look at this pass. Bang. Right there. Touchdown.
And the extra point by Bahr is good. So the New England Patriots controlling the ball. A long drive engineered by Drew Bledsoe. And it finishes off with a 7-yard pass. Bledsoe firing it to Coates, and the Patriots now lead 17-7.
Well, the other thing is he had so much time to throw the ball, Marv. He can wait and wait and wait. He's sitting there. You watch out the time he has. Here comes the score. I mean, that's firing the ball in there. He got the ball to Coates. Think he has confidence in that arm? Look at this. Yes. A little excited?
14 plays, 69 yards. New England using 5 minutes and 53 seconds. And for Bledsoe, his 9th touchdown pass of the season. For Coates, his 5th touchdown. He leads the NFL. Ben Coates in his 4th year out of Livingstone College. Last week, 8 catches against Cincinnati. Last year, he had 53 receptions. And I think he'll surpass that in a couple of weeks.
The complete tight end, Marv, because he does it all.
Kick kicks by O'Neal have been just sensational. Gray returning this one. And Gray provides some excitement as he crosses the 30-yard line. Rod Smith made the stop. We're down to 21 seconds to go in the half. So Detroit will start at the 32-yard line. Wayne Fonts discussing with us yesterday when we asked the question, do you fear a letdown coming off the dramatic overtime victory in Dallas on Monday? Not to say that this is necessarily a letdown, because that would take away what the Patriots have accomplished. It's a tough thing to measure, but he was certainly concerned about it. Play selection greeted by the boos from the crowd.
Yeah, they're not booing Barry Sanders, I'll tell you that.
No, it was the selection of the play as the Lions decide to just run it out. And that is the end of the first half. Sanders, 10 carries, 65 yards, 1 touchdown. But the Patriots have had their way. They're up 17-7. NFL Live coming up in just a moment. Parcells and the Patriots have to be delighted from the defensive point of view. This club comes in as the worst defensive team in the NFL, and they hold the Lions to only a touchdown.
Yeah, you know, Barry Sanders, he's going to get away and do some things. That's okay. But again, as I said before, you know, he may get us 100 yards, but don't let anybody else beat you. They're not going to let anybody else beat him.
We'll get back to those Coors Light halftime statistics in a moment as you watch Mel Gray return the kickoff. Out to the 17-yard line. Steve Hawkins, backup receiver, on the stop.
Well, you take a look at the interesting thing, the 67 yards, that's Barry Sanders. But holding and passing, and here's a team, Detroit, that wants to pass the football, only 86 yards passing in that first half. Bledsoe, 171 yards. He's on his way to another 300-yard game.
13 of 19, 171 yards. And the Patriots getting good work off the bench from backup running back Sam Gash and Leroy Thompson. Detroit from its 17, Scott Mitchell calling out the signal. Off the play action. It's broken up. Pass intended for Brett Perryman. Maurice Hurst on the coverage and nearly picked off.
Maurice Hurst is on Herman Moore, and then he releases him. Here's Perryman there. What's going to happen is Maurice Hurst releases Moore. You see him right there, comes back in. Mitchell never sees him, almost had the interception.
During the course of the week, Brett Perryman upset that he was not in the game plan, so to speak. On Monday night against Dallas, he had a quiet night. Mitchell swings it out through the hands of Sanders.
I don't understand how you can be upset with an evening you had a quiet night against Dallas and you win the football game. That's the most important thing. It's not, you know, if you contribute, fine. But as long as you win is the most important thing.
It is a 3rd down and 10. He did have 5 catches, 66 yards.
Loud enough for me.
And a touchdown.
Huh?
Today, only 1 catch for 12 yards for Perriman.
That's a quiet night.
Patriots 17 and the Lions 7. We're just underway in the 3rd quarter. The tight end, Halleck, getting out for the 1st down marker. Let's see where they place the ball. Rod Smith and Vincent Brown combined to make the tackle, and it's indicated as a 1st down.
Halleck is hurt. He jammed his shoulder on the play, getting the 1st down. Mitchell looking downfield, and then he's going to just look over to number 49, Halleck, on the right-hand side. Watch this. He's looking, and then he sees him wide open, gets the ball to him. He's going to get hit right on his shoulder, right there. And that's what hurts.
1st down at the 28. Moore to the right, Perriman left. Matthews in the slot. The gift to Sanders. And the Patriots again able to contain Barry Sanders. Mike Jones, the right defensive end, number 96, on the tackle.
Bahr in that first half, Barry Sanders, 65 yards. 7 times he ran the ball to the inside. When I say inside, from tackle to tackle, he gained 57 yards. 59 now. And then 4 times on the outside, he only gained 10 yards on the outside. So they are containing him inside, but when you do that, your linebackers on the inside must make the play.
2nd and 9. A fake for Sanders. Mitchell intended for Perriman. Covered by Barnett.
Covered by actually nobody. Let me tell you something. Perriman's running down. The ball is thrown behind him. But he's running down the middle of the field, almost out of control. Watch Perriman. You know, he sees the defense. They're spreading to the outside. Barnett goes outside, so he's right down the seam. But the ball is thrown behind him. He really didn't have much of a chance on this play. That is not his fault. That's Mitchell's fault.
It's a 3rd and 9. Detroit back at its 29-yard line. Minute 45 gone by in this 3rd quarter, and Mitchell calling for time. Corwin Brown indicating that the blitz was on, and then Mitchell called for timeout.
That's why they had to call timeout. Right up here is Brown, and this is Guyton. Now watch, they both come right up in here, and they force Mitchell to call a timeout. Here they come, both safeties right now. And then Brown will be applauding. He applauds and says, hey, I accomplished what I wanted to accomplish.
New England's secondary facing much criticism over the first 3 weeks of the season. At this point, though, the Patriots have allowed only 7 points. 3rd down and 9. Mitchell able to throw deep for Bahr. Harlan Barnett inside the 20. A flag has been thrown down as Bahr gets to the 10. Taken down by Rod Smith, but let's check out the flag. If it holds up, it's a 61-yard play.
The way they're walking back, they're looking at a holding penalty against Detroit. Yes. Or hands to the face, but something in the offensive line. And this was after Mitchell makes a great move to get to the outside, avoiding the
Illegal
rush.
hands to the face. Number 53, offense. Still 3rd down.
Kevin Glover, the center, illegal hands to the face. And Mitchell, I mean, does such a great job. There he is, 53. The penalty hasn't been thrown yet. Look at Mitchell out underneath. He just moves to the outside, gets away from McGinnis. Here it is now. They're going to be hands to the face, right to the left of the screen. There it is. You see 53's hands right here, right up in his face. Nice call.
Nice move by Mitchell, eluding Willie McGinnis, the Patriots' #1 draft pick, off the play action. And Mitchell's pass was deflected by McGinnis.
McGinnis got up in the air and just timed it perfectly. It looked like a great execution, a play action pass. And McGinnis just gets up in the air and knocks the ball away.
Bill Parcells loves big linebackers. Willie McGinnis goes 6'5", 252 pounds, rookie from Southern Cal. That's Greg Montgomery in to punt back at his 5-yard line, and Ray Crittenden is back at his 32. Again, a penalty flag is down. Crittenden eludes a tackle and is taken down at the 42-yard line, but yet another flag to check out.
Yeah, it's against Detroit for movement, illegal motion. They were moving, and it was right to the right of the punter. We've seen so many penalties on special teams. You know, with the Patriots, they're at the 41, almost the 42-yard line. You refuse this. He wants to penalize him.
Number 9.
Illegal motion. Number 9, offense. We'll re-kick.
Can't be illegal motion on the punter unless. Try 99. 99 is up on the right wing. Here we are right here. Watch this guy. You're missing a 9 there, guys. Big whoops. Hits. From where he was looking at, it looked like a 9. Look at the punter. Montgomery's going, what are you talking about me? I can move.
That's backup linebacker Tracy Hayworth, who was saying, no, it's on me.
Wake up!
They're yelling that he could be moving back there, but that's not the guy. They should have corrected it. It is 99.
12 penalties in all now. Assessed 6 against New England, 6 against Detroit. And Montgomery had it deflected. Looked like someone got a piece of it.
You know, Marv, I don't know. It looked to me like he just shanked it. And that's something he doesn't do that often. But let's see if anybody gets a piece. It looks like it just goes off the right side of his foot. It does. It's never
Yes,
touched.
right. It's a clear shank. We'll be right back.
You let everybody know it. Watch this reaction by Montgomery. A clear shank. He just misses the ball. And boom. I like that, a clear shank.
I think we've coined yet another phrase there. A clear shank leading to a 22-yard punt.
And don't talk to him. I missed it. Guys, what happened? What do you mean what happened?
So New England.
I tried it.
Starting at the 36 in Detroit territory. Here is Bunce. And Bunce, with one of his longer runs of the day, gets inside the 30-yard line. Robert Massey made the stop. Had 9 carries, 17 yards from Marion Butts.
Pat Swilling is so upset, Marv, that Turner was holding him, and I mean, he is screaming at the official. They're all screaming at the official. Turner comes in and just, I mean, great. Watch this here. Watch 56. That's Swilling. Now watch Turner. He grabs him by the shoulder pad. Look at this. He's got him. He can't get his arms up.
Second down and 3. Bledsoe with the short set. Has the tight end Coates, but he could not hold on. A flag has been thrown, however. Coates tried to one-hand it in a crowd. It was covered by Willie Clay, and then Clay got some help.
Now, this would have been a terrific catch. Pass interference on the defense. I mean, this game, penalty-wise, is out of control.
Illegal contact.
It is out of control.
54, defense. First down.
They call it on Spielman.
It is a first down for the Patriots.
Chris Spielman, you know, he's on a tight end. I said everywhere the tight end goes, he does. Look to the right of the screen. And then when they throw the ball over the middle, you can't hit him past the 5-yard marker.
Here's Bunce. 7th penalty called on Detroit. 6 on New England.
Flag day here, but you know, the one thing we talked about the stats at halftime, Detroit not being able to throw the ball, not even 90 yards throwing in the first half. And then you look at the Patriots, 30-some yards rushing. They will not be happy with that because that's the one thing that we talked about with these coaches. Detroit wants to be able to throw and New England run.
2nd and 6. Bledsoe took a look at the end zone, now fouled in the opening. And runs it out of bounds. Robert Massey followed him out. And it's another New England first down.
He got a great block from Marion Butts. He steps up and he looks like he's going to get sacked. And then Marion Butts just going to turn and wipe somebody out. That guy going down, Butts hit. And it allowed Bledsoe to get himself to the outside and pick up the first down.
Butts and Turner in the backfield. The center is Giesler. The guards Cratch and Skeen. The tackles Armstrong and Harlow. First down at the Detroit 14. Look out. Bledsoe taken down for the first time. A leaping sack by Mike Johnson.
That time Bledsoe didn't read the blitz, and Mike Johnson came right up the middle. Not enough people. When you put Turner in motion, you eliminate a guy out of the backfield. Then they overload on you. Turner goes in motion, and here comes Johnson up the middle. Not enough people to block. He just dives over top of Butts. He goes right over top of Marion Butts. Marion Butts goes down. He goes over. Here he comes. Butts is down. He's over top. Sack.
And for Johnson, that's his first of the season. Sends it back to a 2nd and 16 at the 20. Nice hole for Thompson. Leroy Thompson Thompson is down to the 10-yard line. He is shy of the first down. Benny Blades with the tackle.
Leroy's been looking at some of Barry Sanders' films. He made 2 great moves to pick up the 10 yards. We have an injured player on the field for Detroit.
Looks like Roderick Thomas. Roderick Thomas, who Monday night had a strong game, 9 tackles and a sack, came up with the Troy Aikman fumble that led to the game-winning field goal by Jason Hansen. 9:52 remaining, third quarter. Roderick Thomas walking it off and giving the indication that he is all right. We welcome you back to the Silverdome. Marv Albert with Paul McGuire. 9:52 remaining in the third quarter, and the Patriots trying to even up the season record at 2-2, leading the Lions 17-7. This is a Detroit club that came off the overtime win in Dallas on Monday night. They are 2 up and 1 down. Now Bledsoe just throws it away. Everyone covered. Michael Timpson in the area.
Well, they had an all-out blitz, they being the Detroit Lions, and everyone picked it up very well. And Bledsoe did the smart thing. He had one-on-one coverage. He has had no one open. Watch all these guys. They're going to come up inside. These are linebackers and defensive backs. Well, let me get rid of this. But look at all the blocking. They picked up very well. Got one-on-one coverage, but no one was open. You had 2 guys in the same spot. Somebody ran the wrong pattern.
And with a 4th and 6 coming up, a 27-yard field goal attempt from Matt Bahr, hit earlier from 20, and does it again. Matt Bahr, 6 for 6 this season. They now officially call it a 28-yard field goal. And the kickoff by Pat O'Neill, handled by Mel Gray. Oh, Gray was taken down from behind. Terry Ray getting right to it. A reminder tonight on NBC, the world premiere of a powerful mystery, The Innocent, with Kelsey Grammer of Frasier, a cop trying to save a young boy targeted for murder. That's the NBC Sunday night movie, The Innocent, tonight at 9. That's 9 Eastern, right here on NBC. Terry Ray, in his 3rd year out of Oklahoma, providing the coverage, and the Patriots special teams has done a real good job. A concern of Bill Parcells coming into today's game. Nice play fake, and Mitchell able to complete. Aubrey Matthews on the reception, but a couple of yards short of a first down. Collins and Hurst combined to make the stop. Well, with that last kickoff return, Mel Gray tying a NFL career record. So the next one will put him by himself, 276 in all.
We got an injured Patriot on the other side over there. You know, you mentioned about the kickoff in the special teams. That's Maurice Hurst. Talk about the great coverage. Credit Pat O'Neill. I mean, this guy has put every single ball in the end zone, which forces him to go back, and it forces the wall to set up longer than they normally would have to, and it gives the kicking team time to get behind that wall, and Gray has really not had a chance. Credit that guy. Great leg.
Second down, about 2.5 to go. Darrell Wren has replaced Maurice Hurst, who was shaken up. Patriots up 20-7. And Sanders hit back behind the line by Slade. And a penalty flag.
What else?
Is down. Barry Sanders, aside from that 135-yard run, a beauty for a touchdown, has been handled extremely well by the Patriots.
You know what's embarrassing? Not only did they tackle him for a loss, Slade makes the tackle, but you're holding on top of it. So if you're going to hold somebody, make sure you hold them so they don't tackle the running back. It'll bring up
Holding, 53, offense. Still second down.
That's Glover. He had one hand to the face in the last drive. This one a holding penalty. Wayne Fonts is getting upset, sick.
Well, that's the 8th against Detroit. Wayne Fonts out of New Bedford, Massachusetts. A New England product. Lived there until he was 15 years old. Very emotional coach. Very popular with the players. He took over the head coaching duties with Detroit back in '88. First as an interim coach. Mitchell that through the hands of Matthews, who was covered by Barnett.
That was high. Now, that ball was a little high, and Matthews actually jumped a little too soon. Here it is. Mitchell down the middle. Watch this. So, see, he looked like he jumped too soon, and he could hear footsteps because Barnett was there to label him. You wonder in the National Football League, you see the job they did against Dallas on Monday night at Dallas. And then you come here and you watch him, and you hit it right on the head. You kept asking everyone, do you think there is any kind of a letdown?
Third down, 13. Mitchell for more, and a first down at the 35. Ron Smith with the coverage. An 18-yard advance.
You know, all of these passes that I'm seeing from Mitchell are high, even on this one here. Moore is going into the zone, into the middle. Rod Smith doesn't stay with him. Now, Vincent Brown comes in and makes a hit. But look at Mitchell. Up over the top. Oh, what Herman Moore was telling us yesterday, wasn't it nice to see the ball coming out from the guy's hand?
He said because Mitchell is 6'6", he can see the ball at times in the past with Detroit switching off between three quarterbacks as Mitchell again hits Moore. Pretty moves by Moore as he crosses the 40. Hurst and Guyton brought him down. It's a 25-yard pass play. So Mitchell is now 12 of 22.
All right, you see Smith comes up and he bumps him. Now there's supposed to be a safety back there to make the play, which there is none. And then Perriman comes in. He knows if he does anything, he has to clip Hurst, so he lets him go, and Moore picks up another 6 on his own. The safeties have got to be aware when that guy is released. They got to get somebody in the middle to cover him.
Sanders found the hole, puts the move on. Oh, look out! Harry Sanders with another brilliant run.
Harlan Barnett's going to have nightmares. Watch this. Watch number 42, the safety. He turns him completely around. Watch this. Here, goodbye, hello, where are you? Thank you. You talk about the old revolving door deal. That is embarrassing. He can embarrass you.
39-yard run for the touchdown, his second of the day. And here's Jason Hansen. And Barry Sanders has brought the Lions back once again. They're trailing by 6.
Running, and his runs today are up the middle, but Barry Sanders, number 20, and we're going to stop it. Barnett, I really feel sorry for him because he has no chance. Hold it right here. Hold it here. And here's our guy. And watch how many times he just turns him almost a 360. Here it is. Now that way, he does a 360. Excuse me. Guyton is there, but Sanders is in the end zone. Look at this. 8 times inside for 97 yards. 4 times outside for 10 yards. Barry Sanders over 100. Here he comes again. It's embarrassing. It's hard to imagine being in that position to try to tackle this guy. And he's not a very big person, folks.
A backpedaling Ray Quinton will kneel down. Barry Sanders, 12 carries, 107 yards. Now he's about 5'8", 200 pounds. 74 of the 107 yards have come on the 2 touchdown runs.
I think he's the best back that's ever played, halfback.
Well, in 1989, he was the number 3 pick behind Troy Aikman and Tony Manning. Look at Broderick Thomas, number 6 by Tampa Bay, and now he is a member of the Detroit Lions. And a handoff to Butts. He found a hole. He's able to pull his way out to the 30-yard line. Close to the first down. Benny Blades and Dan Owens combined to make the tackle.
Goes on the outside. Pat Harlow, number 77. They get excellent blocks. He cuts back in. Butts. They get a good block up in the middle on Spielman. Here's Chris Spielman, 54. Here he comes out, and look at this block. They pull on the outside and make the block. That's outstanding. Cratch was the man, number 61.
Second and about a yard. And they have the first down. Kevin Turner finding a hole on the right side.
Now, let's just go back for a second on that Detroit drive, Marv, how important the passing game was. Remember, all of those pass plays to Moore set up the one run by Barry Thomas. So in their situation, that's why their passing game, Detroit, is so important to them. And they have to establish some kind of a passing game in order to let Barry Sanders run.
5.5 remaining in the third. New England has scored on 4 of its last 5 possessions. Bledsoe throwing on first down for Turner. Covered by the linebacker Tracy Hayworth. Kevin Turner and Sam Gash have combined at the fullback spot to do a very good job, both running and pass receiving.
Well, this is where Bledsoe told you yesterday that he is most improved is that little flat pass. It's like a handoff. You know, it's not a difficult pass. It's a very, very easy pass to throw and catch once you perfect it. Now he'll be looking at, he looks at Coates first. If Coates is covered by the linebacker, he knows he's got a back in the flat.
2nd and 1. Second back coming through, but stopped short of the first down. Kelvin Pritchett, the right defensive end who is still working his way into shape, made the stop. Kelvin in a contract dispute, reported to camp late. First round draft pick of the Dallas Cowboys back in 1991, and then traded to Detroit on draft day in his 4th year out of Mississippi. 3rd and a yard. And Bledsoe completes to Turner, but let's see where they spot the ball. It is short of the first down. Willie Clay with a good play and coming up fast from a strong safety position.
Clay made an excellent play, but I'll tell you, Marion Butts had a sensational block. He stepped in and filled on the linebacker, and I think it was Mike Johnson, number 59, coming in. It actually saved Bledsoe's life. It's a 4th down situation. We saw this in the first quarter. Detroit Lions went for it in about this position and did not make it. And the Patriots went in and got 3 points. Now here are the Patriots. We're in the 3rd quarter.
And Bledsoe lost the grip, and they will fall short. The snap mishandled. So New England going for it on 4th and a yard will hand the ball over to Detroit.
Boy, you know, you think about it, all the things that can happen, but you know the most important thing is you got to get the handle on the ball. Bledsoe never gets the ball. The ball hits him in the hands, and he pulls away too soon. Bill Parcells, he's looking. He doesn't have much of a reaction here because he's thinking, kid made a heads-up play. Being Bledsoe picked up the ball, didn't get the first down.
Patriots only 1 for 5 on 3rd or 4th and short, and Detroit takes over at the New England 43. They're trailing by 6 points. Nice play fake by Mitchell, but can't find anybody.
He's over the line of scrimmage.
A penalty flag is thrown, and that will be the question. Did he go past the line?
Oh, by 4 yards. He might have been able to run for the first down. He was so far beyond, that was easy. All right, the line of scrimmage is about the 43 or 44 yard line. Okay, here's the line of scrimmage right across here. Now when Mitchell comes out, watch where he ends. He's going to throw the ball somewhere down here. Here we go. He could have run for this first down. We got the fake, and that's Barry Sanders out here all by himself.
Pass, number 19, offense. He was over the line when he passed it. It's also a loss of down. 2nd down.
9th penalty called on the Lions. And the loss of down sets it to a 2nd and 15. Back at the 45. New England 20 and Detroit 14 as this 3rd quarter winds down. Sanders Gets to the 39. Todd Collins, number 54, made the stop.
This, you know, someone wrote about this in the paper, and they said this is the longest handoff in all of football. Mitchell goes back to Sanders, and you're going back about 6 or 7 yards to give him the ball. He is looking downfield. He's surveying. Watch how far he goes. He goes back 5 to 6 yards to Sanders. Lets him take a look at the openings that he wants.
Crowd chanting for Barry Sanders. 3rd down and 7. And Mitchell throwing is picked off by Hurst. Maurice Hurst picking up a blocker. Runs it out of bounds. That pass intended for Herman Moore.
You know why this pass was picked off, Marv? Because Perriman brought Hurst into the wrong area. He brings Hurst into Herman Moore. So as soon as Hurst sees the ball in the air, watch this thing. On the left-hand side of your screen, you're going to see Perriman coming in. Take a look on the left-hand side. You see him there? These guys crossed, and it enabled Hurst to get there and make the play.
And for Maurice Hurst, his 2nd interception of the season. He returned it 20 yards. And Hurst bailing out Bill Parcells, and the Patriots going on that 4th and short and coming up short. Butts. Marion Butts getting the call with 2 minutes and 10 seconds remaining in this 3rd quarter. The Patriots 20 and the Lions 14.
A long 3rd quarter. A lot of flags. A lot of flags. So many flags, looks like a preseason game.
2nd and 4. New England operating at its 49-yard line. Bledsoe off the double pump, able to whip it in for a 1st down, connecting with Vincent Brisby. Stopped by Ryan McNeil. Let's check in now with Greg Gumbel in New York.
All right, Marvin, in Los Angeles, the Chargers twice have owned a 20-point lead, but take a look here. Jeff Hostetler, 24 yards to Rocket Ismail with the extra point. The Raiders are a little closer. San Diego's lead is down to 23, 17 in the 3rd. Marvin, Paul, back to you.
Thank you, Greg. Raiders on the Patriots schedule in 2 weeks. They'll meet in Foxborough next Sunday. New England is home for Green Bay. Here's Bledsoe again completing. Marion Butts stopped by Chris Spielman.
Marv, I'm seeing an awful lot of people downfield in the same area, and I know that these plays aren't designed for all of these guys to be bunching up. Now, we saw what happened when Detroit had 2 guys crossing in the same area. Hurst gets the interception. I just look downfield and I see Turner down there with the wide receivers, and I know he's not supposed to be there.
2nd down and 6. And Bledsoe has the tight end Coach. Coach was wide open, and he has a 1st down inside the 20-yard line. That's good for 20, and Bledsoe is now 18 of 25 for 214 yards.
You know why this works? Because Spielman now goes out to the back. You see him go 54 go by Coates. That left Coates open with the safety. The linebackers before were covering Coates as he came out on the short route. That time Spielman went by him to get the back. It left Coates wide open. Bledsoe read it. He picked up a 1st down.
3rd catch of the day for Coates. He has 28 for the season. That's the end of the 3rd. The Patriots lead by 6. We'll be back after this from your local station. It's been another outstanding game for Drew Bledsoe, gunning for yet another 300-yard plus afternoon. 18 of 25, 214 yards. Barry Sanders, 13 carries, 113 yards. 2 touchdowns, accounting for the Detroit offense. Patriots with a 20-14 lead on the Lions as this 4th quarter gets underway, and New England with a 1st down at the Detroit 17, but the Patriots are calling for a timeout before this 4th quarter gets started.
Marv, you know, it almost looked like to me that Bledsoe comes out, he calls a play, and when he started to walk up, he looked back, and it looked like he didn't have the right personnel for the play that he wanted to call, because it was really disgusted. When he came out, he didn't really look at the defense. He looked at his offensive players and then called timeout. I mean, this happens. Like, there's a play that's called and sent in, and you don't have the right personnel for the play.
Drew Bledsoe in his second year out of Washington State. He's only 22 years old. And Paul, going back to last season's final game, he has thrown for 300 plus for 4 straight games, which is a new Patriots record. And he's trying to make it 4 out of 4 this season. He is easily the most productive quarterback in the NFL here in the early going.
It's been a long time since the Patriots have won 2 games in a row, didn't it?
Have to go back to 1988 for that. And Bledsoe able to complete to Coates. Down at the 5 for a first down. Ryan McNeil with the hit and the stop.
Ben Coates gets hit by 3 guys and hurts some people. And I mean, he hurt some people. Watch this catch. 3 guys are going to hit him. Bang. 1 more in there. And everybody else got hurt except for Coates.
12-yard pickup, 4th catch of the day for the tight end, Ben Coates. And a first and goal for New England at the 5. Butts picked up a couple. Mike Johnson made the stop on Marion Butts. I'll look ahead next week here on NBC. It all gets underway with NFL Live, and then the Jets playing the Cleveland Browns in Cleveland. Browns winning this afternoon. Jets play tonight at home against Chicago. Buffalo at Chicago, the big late game next week. 2nd and goal. Butts again stopped. Johnson and Spielman were there. Spielman able to keep Butts away from the end zone.
Boy, does Spielman unload on Butts. I mean, Marion Butts walks in and he hit a wall. Watch 54 right there. Bang, bam. He hit him, and look at Butts. Butts goes back the other way. Marion Butts is not a very small person. 248 pounds, 6'1", and Spielman stopped him in his tracks.
Chris Spielman, who had 17 tackles Monday night against Dallas, coming up with a good play. 3rd and goal at the 3. Bledsoe fires, incomplete. Intended for Coates, covered by Clay.
They had Clay in front and McNeil behind Coates. And, you know, that's one of the things that happens when it's your go-to guy and you know they're going to throw the ball to Coates.
And Matt Bahr will come on to attempt from 20 yards away. Hit at 20 earlier, also hit from 28. 6 for 6 this season. And extends the New England lead to 23-14. The kickoff from Pat O'Neill, who has done a terrific job. Again, puts it into the end zone. This time Elbray will run it out. Accelerating and taken down across the 20-yard line. Rod Smith on the tackle. We are set for another update. Let's check in with Greg Gumbel.
All right, Merv at Husky Stadium in Seattle. Chris Warren, 3 yards and a touchdown to give Seattle a 7-3 lead over the Steelers. His 6th touchdown of the year that ties him for the NFL lead with Jerry Rice. We're still in the first quarter, Marv.
Thanks, Greg. Here at the Silverdome, 12:45 remaining in the 4th quarter. The Patriots with a 23-14 lead on the Lions. And Detroit from its 21. Sanders dancing his way. Picked up 4. Getting out to the 25-yard line. Vincent Brown made the tackle.
He doesn't care who he makes miss, you know. Mike Jones, that time, 96, said, "I've got him." Barry said, "No, you don't." He stiff-armed him. He kept right on going. Watch this. Watch number 96 come in. I got him. No, I don't. I had him.
2nd down and 4. Sanders found the hole. Oh, he ran into his own man.
He will never never complain about that because he had Herman Moore blocking downfield, Marvin. He will not complain. You know, here's a guy trying to help him out, trying to make a block for him, and he stumbles over the man that Herman Moore is blocking. It's just a direct handoff to the outside. Again, how far Mitchell has to go back. But over on the left-hand side, you'll see Moore blocking. See, he's trying to get a block for him right there, and Barry will never complain about something like that. Here's Moore, a little hand fighting. Then nice tackle. Herman Moore is the only guy that's been able to tackle Barry Sanders.
12-yard gain and a first down at the 37. Play fake for Sanders. Pass out of the reach of the tight end, Rodney Holman. Rodney Holman is playing for the veterans minimum of $162,000. Last year made $750,000, and he says he's playing for the love of the game, and I guess he is.
He really is, you know, and some of you people sitting out there saying, well, $162,000, that's a lot of, not when these guys are making over $1 million, but here's a guy that wants to play.
Sanders. Again, the Patriots able to collar him. Short pickup. Vincent Brown has been a very prominent man. He is very tough against the run, against the pass-oriented teams of Buffalo, Miami, and Cincinnati. Vincent Brown had some trouble over the first 3 weeks, but a different story here this afternoon.
Well, you know, when you see him, there's another one of those guys, when you look at him in street clothes, can probably play without pads.
Yes.
I mean, this guy is absolutely solid. He looks a lot like me when I was a kid.
Yeah. Third down at 8 at the 39. Side-off delivery, underthrown, intended for the tight end Halleck. Covered by Guyton and Scott Mitchell, and the Lions hearing it from the crowd.
Vincent Brown and Slade, two linebackers were blitzing, and you got Mitchell going backwards trying to throw. Here comes Vincent Brown, 59, and Slade, 53. And when you're throwing going backwards, it's very difficult to get any velocity on the ball.
Greg Montgomery will punt. His last punt was that clear shank ball, a 22-yarder. Ray Crittenden is back.
That last
Different story here. Fair catch handled by Crittenden. This time a 38-yard punt, and a timeout is called. Welcome back to the Silverdome in Pontiac. Crowd of 59,618, which is some 21,000 short of capacity. Last year they averaged only 66, which is the most, or the best average since back in '83. Thompson. Short pickup. Chris Spielman and Willie Clay combining to make the stop. And it will be a 2nd down and 5. Well, the Chargers now with a 6-point lead on the Raiders, who were able to come back. San Francisco leading New Orleans. 2 touchdowns for Jerry Rice.
He's going to have 700 before it's over.
Bledsoe off the roll, intended for Coates.
Now you're running a bootleg here and try to get in the ball to Coates, but the problem with that is when you have Broderick Thomas blitzing from the outside and you are bootlegging into him with no protection. When a bootleg, you go away from the flow. There's Broderick Thomas, and there's just no place for Bledsoe to throw the ball.
It will be a 3rd and 6. New England Patriots trying to win 2 straight on the road for the first time since the 1988 season, when they won at the Jets and at the Dolphins. Bledsoe picked off. No. Harry Cole. Oh, he could not hold on. Harry Colin had a clear path had he been able to hold on.
Marvin hit him right in the stomach. Look at his face. Look at this reaction. Watch this ball. It comes out. Bledsoe couldn't get anything on it. It hits him right in the hands, and he had Spielman in front of him. Oh, my.
So the 3rd punt of the day for Pat O'Neill in a 4th down and 6 scenario. Gray lets it bounce, and it carries out. Ball spotted inside the 30. It's a 44-yard punt. 9:29 remaining in the fourth. Well, an understandably upset Harry Colin, a one-time New England Patriot, originally drafted by New England in the 8th round. He had the 6 points already added up. He was gone, but not able to hold on that interception. Here's a end around for Perriman. Brett Perriman for the first down and more. Run out by Vincent Brown.
Rodney Holman got an excellent block on the top side, but Barry Sanders draws a crowd. You hand him on a sweep. Watch all of the Patriots go to Sanders. Here they come. Everybody's running right. Perriman goes back, but right over here is where the blocking is. That's Rodney Holman. They're getting the block to get Perriman to the outside, and they got the ball at the 46-yard line of New England.
That's good for 27 yards and a first down. Mitchell struck and gathered in, recovered. Lions able to hold on.
Rodney Holman blocking in the backfield, and he's the guy that misses and then comes back and saves the ball. So his man Slade beats Holman, gets the sack and the tackle, but Rodney Holman comes back and gets the ball.
First sack of the day for the Patriots. Slade has 2.5 now for the season. He had 9 last year as a rookie. 8:25 to go in the fourth. Second down and 15. Off the play action. Wide open is Aubrey Matthews. Another Detroit. First down. Myron Guyton made the stop. It's an 18-yard advance.
You know, Barry Sanders, whether he's touching the ball or faking. They fake to Sanders. He holds linebackers. When they do that, look at Matthews. He's down the middle. Guyton is there. It's just too late. That middle is open. It freezes linebackers so they can't get back into that dead area.
Detroit with a first down at the New England 32. Sanders with the cut and hit back behind the line by Brown. Vincent Brown makes the play to stop Barry Sanders. And we're set for another update. Let's check in with Greg Gumbel. Greg?
All right, Marv, earlier today in the Miami loss to Minnesota at the Metrodome, Miami running back number 43, Terry Kirby, bent backwards by the Minnesota defense. How bad was it? Don Shula, head coach of the Dolphins, says looks like ligament damage to his knee and looks like he's out for the year. Bad news for Miami, Marv.
Yes, it is, Greg. Terry Kirby had a superb game last week against the Jets in Miami. Second down play, second and 10, and Mitchell completes. Harlan Barr down to the 10. A gain of 22.
Marv, I believe that this ball went right through the arms of Vincent Brown. I think he had the interception, and it goes right through his hands. Mitchell fires the ball, but Vincent Brown was there. He read it. Vincent Brown backing up into coverage. We'll see it in a minute.
5 catches for Herman Moore for 92 yards. Here's Barry Sanders, and he is stopped by Mike Pitts, the left defensive end, number 93. Mike Pitts with the Rats on Barry Sanders.
All right, here it is again. You know, take a look at Vincent Brown. He's reading the eyes, and here comes the ball. The ball right through his arms. He couldn't get his hands together.
The Lions have a second and goal at the 9. Patriots 23, Lions 14. Just under 6 minutes to go in the fourth. Play action. Mitchell throwing, and it's off the mark, intended for Brett Perriman.
Can I tell you, it's all Mitchell's fault because they've got Chris Slade covering Perriman, whatever defense that is. And when you have a linebacker that's covering Perriman on the outside, 53 is Slade, Perriman is 80. He goes to the outside. Look at this. This ball just gets away, up and away. Easy touchdown.
Coming up the 8th play of the drive. 3rd and goal at the 9. Short set. Mitchell throwing. And it's dropped. Ty Halleck should have had it.
Marv, I'm telling you, this is a classic example of not concentrating on the ball. Look where this ball is thrown. Halleck has no business dropping this ball. He's wide open and lack of concentration. Off his hands, his head's down, and he knows it's his fault. Mitchell knows it's his fault. They have to kick the field goal.
A 27-yard attempt by Hansen. First attempt of the day. And it is good. 5:39 left in the 4th as the Lions move within 6. An all-new Sequest. 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 Central, right here on NBC. 5:39 remaining in the 4th quarter. And the Patriots now lead the Lions 23-17. And what has turned out to be a good one after a slow start. Returned by Britton. Across the 30. And a penalty flag is thrown.
Well, that flag is thrown. It's going to be against the Patriots, which they don't need here. And it's going to bring the ball back on a return. Again, another special team penalty. And we've seen so many of them. This may be, if it isn't a record, it's a great average. And I'm going to tell you something right now. Here's where the New England Patriots need to find that running game they've been looking for. They've run the ball 29 times for 92 yards. That's 3.2 yards per carry. That's not enough.
Marv, join the return.
23, Terry Ray makes a good tackle on one kickoff and holds on this one. But they have to run the football. They got 5:27. If they can run the ball now and pick up just 2 first downs running the ball, they can run Detroit out of time.
You hear the reaction from the crowd here at the Silverdome as the Patriots start from the 20. Tripped up. Picked up a couple. Chris Spielman involved on that stop.
That's his 95th tackle.
Yeah.
Chris Spielman, here he comes again. Look at this. Outside, get rid of the blockers, get inside, make the tackle. There's a guard pulling, I believe, and you got to block somebody, boys.
2nd down and 8.
Detroit, Marv, they have 2 timeouts left and the 2-minute warning, so they actually have 3.
But 16 carries and 41 yards. A handoff for Thompson. And a flag is down.
In the area of holding.
It's against the Patriots.
See, I don't know whether you take this penalty. It's a 10-yard penalty, whether you take this penalty or not, because it's going to be 3rd down and about 6 or 7. And you're running out of time. You're at 4:44. Do you want to take this penalty and give them another down?
Holding, 87, offense. Still 2nd down.
They're going to do it. You see, when you got a passer like Bledsoe, I mean, you really are taking a risk.
Penalty on the tight end, Ben Coates. You mentioned the work of Chris Spielman. He has 10 tackles coming off the 17 on Monday in Dallas. 2nd and long. Thompson is stopped. And we are set for another update. Let's check in with Greg.
All right, Marv, in Los Angeles, Stan Humphries back to throw, intended for Shannon Mitchell, gets hit as he releases. Lionel Washington picks it off and returns 31 yards. Less than 4 minutes to play. The Raiders have grabbed the 24-23 lead on San Diego, Marv.
Thank you, Greg. So the Raiders have come from way back. We come up on 4 minutes remaining in the 4th quarter. It's a 3rd down and 15 for the Patriots, who are clinging to a 6-point lead. Bledsoe side-armed it. It was caught by Brisby. Colin made the stop, and the only question is where they spot it.
The referee moved it across the 30-yard line. It will be a 1st down. Now what's going to happen? Now they got to run the ball. Again, they've tried to run the ball twice and haven't been able to do anything with it. You got the ball at 3:39. Remember, Detroit, they have 2 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. After this first play, if they run the ball, after they run the ball on the first down, they'll take a timeout. Detroit, here it comes. Frisbee across the middle. Again, when you force this guy back and you force him to pass.
So a favorable spot for the first down, and Butts found the running room, and he runs for a first down. He went for 13, and Butts now 17 carries, 54 yards. And he plays shaken up.
People are leaving.
No.
Yeah, they're kind of getting out of here. You know, when you watch that update with Humphreys when he threw that pass intercepted for the touchdown, Marv, did you see him grab his knee? He hurt his knee on that play. That's another game.
Many Blades made it back after an injury hit season, back from that fractured ankle of a year ago, and you see people filing out here. Still have 3 minutes, 3 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. It's only a 6-point game. New England up 23-17.
They know something we don't know.
Check around the NFL scoreboard. Minnesota winning that shootout against Miami. Rams over Kansas City in Kansas City. Many Blades limping to the sideline. Cleveland goes to 3 up and 1 down with a win at the Hoosier Dome. Atlanta defeats Washington. These are the early games. Green Bay winning big at home over Tampa Bay, 30-3. And you saw the highlight a moment ago as the Raiders have taken a 1-point lead coming from behind. Lead San Diego by 1. San Francisco involved in a tough one against winless New Orleans. We're down to 2:50 to go in the fourth quarter, and a 1st and 10 at the 43 for the Patriots. Here is Butts. And he is turned back by Pritchett. The concern of the Patriots to try and establish the running game is not only for doing it now, but later in the season when the weather turns. They feel they must be able to run the football.
That is really the biggest point, and they've got time because of this time of the year. But you are absolutely correct. Once you get into the latter part of the season in the north, in the central part where the weather could be anything, you've got to be able to run the football to maintain, because this guy can't sit back and just throw the ball time and time again.
And a timeout has been called with 2 minutes and 29 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. When we resume, it will be a 2nd down and 9 at the 44. Well, coming up tonight right here on NBC, Unsolved Mysteries, followed by the Aliens return to Sequest, and then Frasier's Emmy-winning star Kelsey Grammer in the NBC Sunday movie The Innocent. That's all tonight right here on NBC, and viewers on the West Coast will see these shows at their regularly scheduled times. Another close game for the Patriots. 12 of the last 13 have been decided by 6 points or less, but that's one of those stats, if you go by the philosophy of Bill Parcells, you can throw away. Bill always likes to say you are what you are, and if you lose close games, it does not matter. Patriots leading this one 23-17. Bledsoe intended for Brisbane.
He was trying to hit Brisbane outside, but what happened was they didn't block up front for him. So what Bledsoe did, he was going to throw it, then he had to pull it back, and when he finally ready to throw it, he knew it would have been intercepted, so he threw it away. They didn't block. Marion Butts gets in his way, and then he sees Massey out there. Here it comes. Bledsoe steps up. He's going to throw, but Marion Butts runs into him, so he pulled it down. And watch. See Massey out there? He did the smart thing. He threw it away.
Bledsoe 20 of 31, 241 yards. 3rd down and 9, and they're on their feet here in Pontiac. Bledsoe, incomplete intended for Turner. Everyone was covered. He had nowhere to throw.
And the heat was on. That swelling was back in his face. Detroit saying, hey, we're going to step up and we're going to blitz and we're going to make you throw with us blitzing. And we went to one-on-one coverage because that time they had Turner covered by Chris Spielman.
So Pat O'Neill has come on to punt from inside his 30-yard line.
Two bad calls. Two passes that doesn't get the clock moving. Detroit still has one timeout and the 2-minute. Whoa.
He puts it into the end zone way over the head of Mel Gray, and they'll bring it out to the 20. So this will go down as a 56-yard punt by O'Neill. 2 minutes and 10 seconds to go in the fourth. And Detroit will start out from its 20-yard line. The Patriots lead 23-17. This is nothing new for the Lions. They have been involved already in 2 overtime games, wins over Atlanta and Dallas, so they are accustomed to going down the stretch. The one loss came at Minnesota by the score of 10-3.
And Barry Sanders, because he's the runner, by no means is out of this ball game.
First down from the 20. The pressure, and it's picked off. It was underthrown. Myron Guyton with the interception.
His arm got hit when he went to throw, and Guyton read it. The ball's in the air. Mitchell went to throw the ball, and he was hit as he was throwing. He had no chance. He's back into the pocket, and here they come. Just as he throws, bang! He is hit by Slade, 53. Guyton gets the interception.
For Myron Guyton, his second interception of the season. Myron, one of many from the Bill Parcells Giant connection, signed as a free agent from the Giants, always a favorite of Parcells. And Myron Guyton picks it off with 2 minutes and 3 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. Patriots take over at the Lions' 34-yard line.
Patriots took a
and
timeout.
Now New England takes a timeout.
I mean, it's 2:03. Just take a snap and take a knee. That's all you got to do. Chris Slade, 53, coming to the outside, beats their best tackle, Lomas Brown, gets up, hits Mitchell's arm. Guyton sees it coming, and this is by far their best offensive lineman, Lomas Brown.
Yes, Lomas Brown, according to Wayne Fonts, having his best season. They feel he is among the elite at his position. Although with a left-handed quarterback, right tackle becomes more important. There was some thought of making a change with Dave Lutz perhaps moving over and Brown coming to the other side, but they decided to stay in this manner. One timeout remaining for New England, one for Detroit. 2 minutes, 3 seconds to go in the fourth. Thompson with a short pickup, and it brings up the 2-minute warning. The Patriots 23, the Lions 17. The record at 2 up and 2 down. Detroit comes in at 2-1. Next Sunday, the Patriots are home for Green Bay. That'll be the Patriots' throwback game as they go back to the future. Following week, home for the Raiders, and then on the road playing the Jets at the Meadowlands before the bye week. While the Detroit Lions will play at Tampa Bay next Sunday. Tampa Bay losing in convincing fashion at Green Bay earlier today. The following week back home for the 49ers. Minute 59 remaining in the fourth. Second down and 9 for the Patriots. Let's go to the flat for Turner. Turner broke the tackle and has the first down.
Very safe pass. It's like, you know, we're talking about a running play. The San Francisco 49ers use it so beautifully. Now they're going to take a timeout, Detroit, which will be their last timeout. You know, when I said to you in the beginning of this game, when I was about this game about Barry Sanders, you know, he's going to get 100 yards. He's going to do something, but don't let anybody else beat you. Well, Barry Sanders, 131 yards, 2 touchdowns. They're winning the football game. They didn't let anyone else beat him, the Patriots.
And they actually did a very good job on Sanders. He added to the total with the 2 long runs for the touchdown. Well, following this game on most of these stations, you will see Unsolved Mysteries. And that will be followed by Sequest, followed by the NBC movie The Innocent, starring Frasier's Kelsey Grammer. Viewers on the West Coast will see these programs at their regularly scheduled times. Huge play for the Patriots with Bledsoe connecting with Turner. 6th catch of the day for Turner. Turner and Gash have combined for 10 receptions. Marion Butts has been able to turn it up in the second half. It's been another strong day for Bledsoe. 23-17. New England just looking to run out the clock from the 23-yard line. Butts 19 carries, 55 yards. Bledsoe 21 for 33, 248 yards. Lions using their final timeout, cannot stop the clock. So Scott Mitchell picked off by Myron Guyton. And that, as it turns out, concluded matters. And the Detroit Lions, after defeating the Dallas Cowboys in Dallas on Monday night in overtime, will see their record even at 2-2 with this defeat at the hands of the Patriots.
Not since 1988, huh? 2 in a row on the road.
First time for the Patriots. They've won 2 straight on the road since back in the '88 season. And again, you hear the boos greeting the home team. And Bill Parcells' Patriots, following the 2 high-scoring affairs with Miami and Buffalo, see a much better defensive effort here today at the Silverdome, holding Detroit to 2 touchdowns and a field goal, and they will come away with this 23-17 victory. See the time running down. We come up on a half-minute remaining.
And Parcells knows the more these guys play together, the better they're going to get. And they just need playing time.
Final stat line on Scott Mitchell: 14 of 29, 189 yards, but 2 interceptions. Barry Sanders, 18 carries, 131 yards. He ran for 2 touchdowns. 79 of the 131 yards came on those 2 touchdown runs. The Patriots defeat the Lions 23-17. We'll be back right after we pause for these messages.